So, um, as people can see, uh, I'm not thinking clearly. Um, my videos have taken a lot out of me, and I am very, very sick. A lot sicker than I thought. Um, I try to get plenty of sleep, but no matter how much I sleep, I'm tired. I'm not able to eat properly. Uh, I am in an extraordinary amount of pain. So I am not sure what I have. I've had it for quite a few years now. Um, it's not. I do know from the tests I've had, it's not AIDS or anything like that. So it's nothing to do with that sort of thing. Um, I just want to put it out there why I record the things I do. Um, I guess at some point people reach a point in their lives where they think about this anyway, and mortality and all that. But usually it happens a lot later in life if people are blessed these days to get to the point in which you start thinking about that. Um, I am not suicidal, but I am at the point where I have to think, will I go to sleep and not wake up? And rather than not, I have people who will miss me or what I create. Um, I am looking to leave a legacy behind. I don't have any kids or anything like that. I still live at home with Social Security, and I don't really go anywhere. Um, so rather than not, I retire, still make content. I feel like there's things that I have to say. It's not about it being my responsibility. It's about making sure I do my job as a human being, as a person, you know, uh, to point out, if not try to leave my knowledge and information that I have to impart that to people in the future generations, anybody who, if I'm remembered, comes across my Twitter account and my very, very small YouTube channel. Um, I don't want to say goodbye, but I don't know how much more I have left in me. And it's not depression. Um, it's not being bored or anything like that. Uh, it's it's just a mental exhaustion, um, and a tiredness on the cellular level. Like no matter what or how much I do eat or don't eat, there's nothing that I can do, and people may hear that and say, "Oh, he's giving up." And I was saying, no. Um, People who are healthy or fairly well off in the health department don't understand what someone who is seriously ill and who has not gotten any real answers as to what they have go through, and that includes doctors. Um, I try not to get angry. People say there's no teacher like firsthand experience. So um, I think I'm at peace. I've I'm only 32, but I've lived an accelerated life. I've lived in dog years, not just because of the illness that I have, whatever it may be, but I've got to travel through the United States with my family. We lived in England for a year. Uh, and that's all when I was still like basically in grade school. I was growing up still. I've had friends. I've had people that I loved and liked. I've got to talk to people. I've got to talk to people, with the gift of the internet in other countries. Um, so even though I don't really leave my house, I've got to walk around on the internet. So in many ways, it's a gift. What happened, whatever it was, that it gives you a perspective that only the sick and the dying have, really. Um, or someone who goes through a traumatic experience, no matter what it is. That if you have something important to say, having a clear conscience is much more important than having strangers like you and love you. Anybody can say whatever they need to get people to like them. But if all you're doing is starting a friendship or something else off of a lie, then that will only work as long as the lie keeps going. Someone else will come along and tell a better lie, and all those people you lied to will just wander off. So, yeah. I'd rather have people like me for what I actually say, regardless of what people might think. And if all I am is an oddity or a weirdo, um, all I can ask, I guess, is that people think about what I have to say. Um, but I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered, even if no one wants to listen to what I have to say, or that they want to tune it out. That people will figure things out. They already are figuring things out. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this. It's 9 minutes in, but it feels like it's been 20. I want to keep making content, but part of me also wants to say goodbye. I don't know if I have real friends. I've made a lot of really good acquaintances. And I think a good acquaintance or friendship or any relationship should be founded on honesty, Um, I think the honest truth is that I'm tired. I'm just tired. My skin burns. My body can't handle food. I'm always hungry, so I eat and I'm in pain. And then I have to fast just to function. And I'm in even more pain. I'm pounding cold medicine just to help to numb some of the receptors in my body. But I think another part of the tiredness is just the misery, right? I didn't start my content journey making heavy topic videos. They were just like, I started off by not saying anything. Um, I just uploaded my content and people watched, made YouTube shorts. But somewhere along the way, I got a lot of spooks, a lot of health scares. Um, and that's put things in perspective. Like anybody can leave videos that you don't like. Anybody can make videos you don't talk over, right? And yeah, some people might feel a little bit betrayed. You know, they started watching me for lighthearted or funny or just interesting games. Um, you know, just well done content. But I think it's not so much realizing that I needed to say something. It's that my process of making videos was taking a lot. Like I would record a lot of stuff in bulk back when I started doing D2 PvP videos, and I would just be wiped out for one video, right? And and sometimes the video did well, and sometimes it didn't. It just felt me, feeling a little bit bitter. Not that I didn't, how dare people not watch me, but just like that I betrayed myself a little bit. I wasted my time and a little bit of energy that I have. So most I do now is just, maybe do a filter, mess with the audio a bit, make sure I have a good thumbnail, you know, and have a catchy title, right? A tabloid title to bring people in, that's what gets clicks. So I've been right about a lot of things. And that little voice in my head that nudges me on things that I should make content about is telling me to say goodbye. Same little voice that warned me about the relationships I tried to be a part of. To get out. And some people may call it a spirit or something, or self-preservation or instinct. All I know is that it's been right 99% of the times. So it's 15 minutes long. I'd like to stay and chat some more, but I'm tired. And I still have to edit. So thank you all for watching so far. And I hope this isn't goodbye.